Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Chris and this is ANC Candles and Car Air Fresheners. Well, it's been a long time since I uploaded a video on my channel, and if you're joining me for the first time, you're welcome to this channel. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you for coming back. If you guys are having any problems hearing me, I'm sorry about it because again, I am in the basement and I don't want to make too much noise. But also, I'm kind of recovering from a slight cold. I went for my job conference in Florida, which I just got back Sunday, it is yesterday. And I've been trying to do a video for a long time, but because of the conference I wasn't able to do any video, and also other things going on that has been really taking my time from making any video. So now that I'm back, I have a lot of things to talk about and I have a lot of things to show you guys. Well, let's jump into this video. So, in April of this month, I went for an open house in one of the stores that I have my products selling, right? So, I had this amazing turnout of people that showed up in the store. So, the product, although is mine, but it's officially theirs because they bought wholesale from me. All they wanted me to do was to come in there and talk to customers about the new products, the new home air fresheners, and the new car air fresheners. So they just wanted me to be there and to display some of their products and also kind of help them market the product, and also let the customers see the man or the person behind the product, because they market my product as locally made. So if it's locally made, they want to see the people that's behind this product. So I went there with my son the second day. The first day I went by myself, and I have pictures here to show you guys. And then the second day I went with my son, and then towards the end of the day, my wife and my kids, the rest of my kids, showed up, and it was an amazing day. People turned out well, and they sold a lot of products. Actually, some of the new Kaya fresheners, the fragrance like the citrus sunrise, those were like gone. They were like sold out. And fragrance like also the honey spice, that's the one that my coworker recommended me to buy, the fragrance oil. And I'm telling you guys, those were the first to go. Like, it was amazing. So the linen fresh also was a big hit. A lot of them were actually big hits, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be able to see these customers, talk to them, shake their hands, and it was overall an exciting day, or exciting 2 days. Now, why am I making this video? I'm making this video because of something I learned. Because everything I do, every place I go to, I try to learn something or take something back, so I can either rebuild something or change something or add to something that is existing. So I just like to learn new things, right? So while I was there, people were asking me questions. Why is your product different from the regular product? Why should we buy your product at this price versus buying this at this lesser price? And yes, those are good questions, and people should be asking you questions like that if they see your product, right? They should be asking you questions, especially if you have competitors out there. Okay, so the competition will help you know how to market your product better, right? So when they were asking me all those questions, okay, I know what to say. I am the owner of the product and the maker. I know exactly what to say. My products are amazing. That's not going to cut it, right? Okay, my product has 3 mm. They are thicker than the rest. Okay, that might cut it. The people look at it, they said, true, these products are thicker. Even sometimes before I could even go further to say how long they last, they will say, oh, I see, because of the thickness, it might last longer, right? And then my answer will be, absolutely, it's going to last longer than a 0.9 mm or 1 mm or 1.5 mm. All right, so that's what I was able to convey to them. But other than that, I was able to explain to them the difference between carrier oils. I was able to explain to them why carrier oils are important, that some fragrance, some car air fresheners don't use carrier oils. That's why they might last for 7 days. Tops, some of them might last 7 days, right? And some of them with fragrance oil and carrier oil, some people use alcohol as their carrier oil. And yes, that might have the fragrance to be very loud, meaning that it's going to project it as very strong, but it's not going to last long because the diffusion rate of alcohol is very high, okay, as opposed to diffusion rates of other carrier oil like DPG, almond oil, argeo oil, or mineral oil, which has like lower diffusion rates than alcohol. All right, so I was able to educate some of them about this, and they were able to say, wow, that's different. I've never heard of that. Like, I've never heard of this breakdown before. Okay, you know what? Give me two, give me three. You know what? I want to buy one for everybody that has a car in my family. And people were buying just like that. Some people had to buy for their house, like the home air freshener. Guys, I never, I knew the home air freshener were going to sell, but I never thought they were going to sell the way they did. All right, they sold a lot. Okay, because people said they were new concepts and they like the fact that it's 2-in-1. They can put one in their car. And this was what I was telling them, because I had one in my car with the fresh linen breeze. I had it in my car, and I always said to them, you know, it's going to last between 14 to 16 days, give or take. And no, I was wrong, because the one in my car lasted for over 3 weeks and it was still going. I had to take it out so I can put something else I was testing. So it wasn't even done yet. I had to take it out because I was testing. You guys know I test all the time, right? So I had to take it out to replace it with something else I'm testing. Okay, so that's why I was able to take it out. But it lasted for more than that 14, 16 days. It was going more than even 21 days. Okay. So now I'm beginning to ask myself, if I am actually doing this testing and I'm putting it out there, you know, I have to make sure I have a way to really solidify my testing. I have to make a way to really say, okay, this is how long it can last, and this is how long it's not going to last. So that's when I went home and I started thinking about questions people have asked me, how much they last, and how why is yours different from the others? Why should we buy yours over the other ones? So I was thinking about all this stuff. Then I was like, okay, how about I come up with more detailed explanation to really show them instead of telling them? Because sometimes it's okay to just tell people stuff, but other time they want to see it work in their face. So that's when I came back and I started developing something I call Centromatic. And Centromatic is a system that will help me simulate real world experience of air freshener, meaning that it's going to help me calculate the diffusion rate, the concentration rate. It's going to help me even predict the longevity of different fragrance versus different carrier oil, and it's going to help me know the exact amount of oil that I'm using, right? And it's also going to help me know the recommended number or ppm of the IFRA. You know, there is a standard that knows that kind of regulates how much fragrance oil you should not really have. How much fragrance oil, it's not the fragrance oil itself. There are certain things that make up those fragrance oils, so it calculates those things. I'm going to show you guys that later on, but that's what it does. And the system is going to help me know what number my fragrance oil falls on, and it's going to recommend that I don't pass this particular amount so that my fragrance can be safe for people. So when I explain this to people, to customers, by showing them all of this, at least they'll be able to understand that, okay, this guy is not just talking about it, he's actually backing this with science. All right, now let's get into it. That's what I want to show you guys today. I'm going to show you guys this system, and I'm going to walk you guys step by step. So pardon me, this video might be very long. So grab a cup of coffee, grab a cup of tea, or a glass of water, or whatever beverage suits your taste this morning, or this evening, or this afternoon. Sit down and enjoy this. All right, I'll see you guys after this.